Hello, back with the last part of our chapter, part 3 of chapter 9, cloth material. Now, we'll move on to the next kind of plant fiber, that is jute. Okay, and it's been obtained from jute plant. So, another valuable plant fiber which is jute, and it is a species of woody herbs. It is cultivated in alluvial soil or clayey soil near the river valleys and coastal areas, which which mostly receives annual floods, which is necessary for the growth of jute. Warm and humid climate is also best suited for its cultivation, and it get ready within 4 to 5 months and then is harvested by hand. So, what is the process that we are going to talk about in detail about it? So, after harvesting, what happens is the roots and foliage are removed and the stems are tied in bundles and they are soaked in water for about a fortnight. Okay, and then soaking of stem is caused in water is known as retting. Soaking of stem means what? They are kept in water for a certain time, and then this process is known as retting. The soaked stems are then rinsed and wrung to remove the non-fibrous matter. The non-fibrous matter which is present in it, that has been removed by this process, and then only they are being dried. The fibers thus get separated from them, and these fibers are then used for making twines, burlaps and rough quality papers, sacks, mats, ropes, many other things. So, these days you even find fabrics which are made up of jute. So, this fiber is durable and strong, and it is of course inexpensive. It does not require much expense, so it is cheap in cost also. So, even you might have seen a charpai. Charpai means a woven bed which earlier people used to sleep on. So, it is made up of jute ropes which are woven in wooden frames. A variety of jute rope is also used to weave charpais, or they are also called as bun in Hindi. Now, this woven chowkis, chairs, tables and stools are also in fashion nowadays. You might have seen it, the people sitting roadside selling these all things which are made up of jute ropes. So, where is the jute cultivation been done? It's mostly been concentrated near the Sundarban Delta, and the fertile geographic region where we can find jute cultivation is like Bangladesh, India, and China is one of the dominating place where jute cultivation is being done. And Thailand, Myanmar, Pakistan are also some of the places where jute cultivation is done on a small scale. Now, the next kind of fabric which we are going to talk about is coir. Now, coir is also obtained from husk of coconut, the outer covering of the coconut. You can see it in the picture, and therefore it is a little bit rough in texture. Okay, and so it's not been used for making any kind of fabric or cloth, but it's been used for other purposes like making ropes that are used for construction purpose. And even coir, why it is being used? Because it is rough and piercing. It pierces, and therefore it's not being used for any other thing. For like sometimes it can be used for making doormats, but not more than that. Okay. Now, the next kind of or other plant fibers which we are going to discuss is flax. Flax is another plant fiber which is obtained from stalk of flax plant. Flax fibers are woven to make fabric called as linen. You might have heard about clothes made up of linen which are wrinkle free. So, here the flax fiber are used for making them. So, flax is also used for making ropes and good quality papers. Then the next is hemp, which is obtained from the stem of hemp plant. Hemp plants grow well in loamy soil, and they are used for making clothes, carpets, ropes, nets, and also a special kind of plastic. Now, the next kind and the last kind of plant fabric that we are going to discuss is silk cotton. Okay, now silk cotton, it is a plant fiber which is light and fluffy, and it's again like cotton. Silk cotton fibers are also obtained from the fruit of the silk cotton tree, which is known as kapok. This fiber is used as stuffing in pillows, sleeping bags and life jackets and also for making clothes. You might have heard about all these things, that life jackets, sleeping bags, the pillows which you feel very fluffy, that all are made from the silk cotton. Okay, so with the passage of time and advancement. You can see the plant is being shown over here in the picture. This plant is around the a very heighted plant. You can see even simul trees bear beautiful red colored flowers during that some time of it, and then after that period they have fruit, the semil fruit that is extracted from the plant, and then cottony like substance is obtained from it. So such substances I have already told you that are economically priced and used in pillows, quilts, making sofas and all. And the fruit is also being cooked and eaten in some of the part. Okay, so this was all about the different plant fibers which we have discussed until now. So now we'll just move on to our last topic of our chapter, that's history of making clothes. Now you all know that earlier people did not have, we have discussed earlier, in ancient times people covered their bodies by big leaves or woven twigs, animal skins and barks of trees. But due to the development of agriculture, it led to growing fiber plants like cotton, hemp and flax. The people started growing and cultivating. So these fibers were spun into thread and woven into cloth. So they came to know that these all fibers can be used for making clothes, and that can be used for covering themselves. And then in a length of cloth they used to tie themselves. So earlier they just use a piece of cloth and they used to tie around their body. But even now we have some of the fabrics like sari, lungi, turbans and dupattas which are just wrapped around and worn. We do not change them into something, or we do not stitch them, we wear them directly. But with the invention of this stitching needle and sewing machine, a drastic change has took place, and now we have entered into the world of fashion. So as we all know that fashion is different for everyone, but fashion refers to the kind of clothing that are in a desirable style at a particular time. Yes, if we wear different, if I wear a raincoat and go somewhere in a party, will it be a fashion? No, it can't be. You have to look for that particular time and particular material being used at the desirable style which is being needed. So at different times we have different kind of clothes. Okay, so even you could see in history fashionable dresses were there at that times also, but that was being worn at a particular time. So this was all about the chapter 9. So we'll meet again. Bye everyone. Thank you.